7 times. Then we will chant Durga Suktam today. And in today's chanting class, we are starting the most big but beautiful, though little tough, SHRI BRAHMA Upanishad Parayanam. Then we do our Taittiriya Adhyanam. ॐ श्रुतिमातुः परब्रह्मणः गुरुतत्त्वस्य समस्तदेवतानां कृपया अस्मिन् क्षणे एव आत्मानुभवसिद्ध्यर्थं श्रीदुर्गामातुः स्मरणं बृहदारण्यकोपनिषदः पारायणं तैत्तिरीय उपनिषदः अध्ययनं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। आदौ श्रीमातुः नमस्कारमन्त्राः। ॐ ऐं ह्रीं श्रीं श्रीमात्रे नमः। 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 ॐ श्री दुर्गा सूक्तम्। ॐ जातवेदसे सुनवामसो ममराति यतो निदहाति वेदः स नः पर्षदति दुर्गाणि विश्वानावेव सिन्धुं दुरितात्यग्निः तामग्निवर्णां तपसा ज्वलन्तीं वैरोचनीं कर्मफलेषु जुष्टां दुर्गां देवेगं शरणमहं प्रपद्ये सुतरसि तरसे नमः। अग्ने त्वं पारयानव्यो अस्मान् स्वस्तिभिरति दुर्गाणि विश्वा पूश्च पृथ्वी बहुला न उर्वी ववातोकायतनया यशंयोः विश्वानि नो दुर्गः जातवेदः सिन्धुन्न नावा दुरितातिपर्षि अग्ने अत्रिवन्मनसा गृणानोऽस्माकं बोध्यपिता तनूनां पृतनाजितगुं सहमानमुग्रमग्निगं हुवेम परमात् सदस्तात् स नः पर्षदति दुर्गाणि विश्वाक्षामद्देवो अतिदुरितात्यग्निः प्रत्नोषिकमीढ्यो अध्वरेषु सनाच्च होतानव्यश्च सत्सि स्वाञ्चाग्ने तनुवं विप्रयस्वास्मभ्यं च सौभगमायजस्व गोभिर्जुष्टमयुजो निषिक्तं तवेन्द्रविष्णो रनुसञ्चरेम नाकस्य पृष्ठमभि सम्बसानो वैष्णवीं लोकयमादयन्ताम् ॐ कात्यायनाय विद्महे कन्याकुमारि धीमहि तन्नो दुर्गिः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। Let us start the chanting of this big Brihadaranyaka Upanishad Parayanam. It will take whatever the time it takes. I am also doing it first time, very rare. Let us see how the Lord guides us. Om Atha Shri Bruhadaranyaka Upanishadः Parayinam. Om Atha Prathamodhyayah Shanti Mantrah. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Ushava Ashvasya Medhyasya Shirah Suryashchakshurvatah Prano Vyatamagnirvaishvanara Samvatsara Atmashvasya Medhyasya Dyauho Prushtamantarikshamudaram Prathivipajasyam Disha Parshve Avantaradishah पर्शव ऋतवोऽङ्गानि मासाश्चार्धमासाश्च पर्वाण्यहोरात्राणि प्रतिष्ठा नक्षत्राण्यस्थीनि नवो मागंसान्यूवध्यगं सिगताः सिन्धवो गुदायकृच्च क्रोमानश्च पर्वता ओषधयश्च वनस्पतयश्च लोमान्युद्यन् पूर्वार्धो निम्लोचन् जघनार्धो यद्विजृम्भते तद्विद्योतते यद्विधूनते तत्स्तनयति यन्मेहते तद्वर्षते वागेवास्य वाक् अहर्वा अश्वं पुरस्तान्महिमान्वजायत तस्य पूर्वे समुद्रे योनिरात्रिरेणं पश्चान्महिमान्वजायत तस्यापरे समुद्रे योनिरेतौ वा अश्वं महिमानावभितः सम्बभूवतुर्हयो भूत्वा देवानवहद्वाजी गन्धर्वानर्वा सुरानश्वो मनुष्यान् समुद्र एवास्य बन्धुः समुद्रो योनिः इति प्रथमं ब्राह्मणम् नैवेह किञ्चनाग्र आसेन्मृत्युर्नैवेदमावृत्तमासीदशनायया अशनाया हि मृत्युस्तन्मनो कुरुतात्मन्वेष्यामिति सोऽर्चन्न चरत्तस्यार्चत आपो जायन्तार्चते वै मेकमभूदिति तदेवार्कस्यार्कत्वं कगं हवा अस्मै भवति य एवमेतदर्कस्यार्कत्वं वेद आपो वा अर्कस्तद्यदपागं शर आसीत् तत्समहन्यत सा पृथिव्यभवत्तस्यामश्राम्यत्तस्य श्रान्तस्य तप्तस्य तेजो रसो निरवर्तताग्नेः सत्रेधात्मानं व्यकुरुतादित्यं तृतीयं वायुं तृतीयकं स एष प्राणस्त्रेधा बहितस्तस्य प्राचीदिक्षिरोऽसौ चासौ चेर्मावथास्य प्रतीचीदिक्पुच्छमसौ चासौ च सक्थौ दक्षिणा चोदीची च पार्श्वे द्यौः पृष्ठमन्तरिक्षमुदरमियमुरः स एषोऽप्सु प्रतिष्ठितो यत्र क्वचैति तदेव प्रतितिष्ठत्येवं विद्वान् सोकामयतद्वितीयो म आत्मा जायेतेति स मनसा वाचं मिथुनगं समभवदशनाया मृत्युस्तद्यद्रेत आसीत् संवत्सरो भवन्नः पुरा ततः संवत्सर आस तमेतावन्तं कालमभिभर्यावान् संवत्सरस्तमेतावतः कालस्य परस्तादसृजत तं जातमभिव्याददात् स बाणकरोत्सैव वागभवत् स ऐक्षत यदि वा इममभिमगंस्ये कनीयोन्नं करिष्ये इति स तया वाचा तेनात्मनेदकं सर्वमसृजत यदिदं किञ्चर्यो यजोगंसि सामानिच्छान्दागंसि यज्ञा प्रजाः पशूंस यद्यदेवासृजत तत्तदत्तमुद्रियते सर्वं वा अत्तीति तददितेरदितित्वगम् अदितित्वगम् सर्वस्यैतस्यात्ता भवते सर्वमस्यान्नं भवते य एवमेतददितेरदितित्वं वेद सोकामयत भूयास यज्ञेन भूयो यजेयेते सोश्राम्यत्स तपोतप्यत तस्य श्रान्तस्य तप्तस्य यशो वीर्यमुदक्रामत्प्राणा वै यशो वीर्यं तत्प्राणेत् उत्क्रान्तेषु तत्प्राणेषूत्क्रान्तेषु शरीरगं श्वयितुम् अध्रियत तस्य शरीर एव मन आसीत् सोकामयत मेध्यम् इदगं स्यादात्मन्यग्नेन स्याम् इति ततोऽश्वः समभवद्यदश्वत्तन्मेध्यमभूदिति तदेवाश्वमेधस्याश्वमेधत्वमेषः वा अश्वमेधं वेदय एनमेवं वेद तमनवरुध्यैवामन्यत तगं संवत्सरस्य परस्तादात्मन आलभत पशून् देवताभ्यः प्रत्यौहत् तस्मात् सर्वदेवत्यं प्रोक्षितं प्राजापत्यमालभन्त एषः वा अश्वमेधो य एष तवते तस्य संवत्सर आत्मायमग्निर्अर्कस्तस्ये मे लोका आत्मानस्तावेतावर्काश्वमेधौ पुनरेकैव देवता भवते मृत्युरेवाप पुनर्मृत्युं जयति नैनं मृत्युराप्नोति मृत्युरस्यात्मा भवति एतासां देवतानामेको भवति इति द्वितीयं ब्राह्मणम् ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मविद्या सम्प्रदायकर्तृभ्यो वंशऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः ॐ नमः प्रणवार्थाय शुद्धज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशान्ताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः ॐ श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः समस्त ब्रह्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः परब्रह्मणे नमः श्रुतिमात्रे नमः वेदव्यास वैशम्पायने आज्ञवल्क्य आद्य शंकराचार्यादि गुरुभ्यो नमः अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः ओम अथ श्री कृष्ण यजुर्वेदांतर्गत तैत्तिरीयारण्यकांतर्गत तैत्तिरीयोपनिषद प्रथमा शिक्षा वल्ली प्रथमोऽनुवाकः प्रार्थना मंत्रः ओम शन्नो मित्रः शं वरुणः शन्नो भवत्वर्यमा शन्न इंद्रो बृहस्पतिः शन्नो विष्णुरुक्रमः नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वामेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्म वदिष्यामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतो तद्वक्तारमवतो अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारम् ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ अथ एकादशोऽनुवाकः ॐ वेदमनोच्चाचार्योऽन्ते वासिनमनुशास्ते सत्यं वद धर्मं चर स्वाध्यायान्मा प्रमदः आचार्याय प्रियं धनमाहृत्य प्रजातन्तुं मा व्यवच्छेत्सेः सत्यान्न प्रमदितव्यं कुशलान्न प्रमदितव्यं धर्मान्न प्रमदितव्यं कुशलान्न प्रमदितव्यं भूत्यैन प्रमदितव्यं स्वाध्याय प्रवचनाभ्यां न प्रमदितव्यं देवपितृकार्याभ्यां न प्रमदितव्यं मातृदेवो भव पितृदेवो भव आचार्यदेवो भव अतिथिदेवो भव यान्यनवद्यानि कर्माणि तानि सेवितव्यानि नो इतराणि यान्यस्माकं सुचरितानि तानि त्वयोपास्यानि नो इतराणि ये के चास्मच्छ्रेयागंसो ब्राह्मणाः तेषां त्वयासनेन प्रश्वसितव्यं श्रद्धया देयम् अश्रद्धया अदेयम् श्रिया देयम् ह्रिया देयम् भिया देयम् संविदा देयम् अत यदि ते कर्म विजिगित्सा वा वृत्तविजिगित्सा वा स्यात् ये तत्र ब्राह्मणाः सम्मर्षिणः युक्ता आयुक्ताः अलोक्षा धर्मकामाः स्युः यथा ते तत्र वर्तेरन् तथा तत्र वर्तेथाः अथाभ्याख्यातेषु ये तत्र ब्राह्मणाः सम्मर्षिणः युक्ता आयुक्ताः अलोक्षा धर्मकामाः स्युः यथा ते तेषु वर्तेरन् तथा तेषु वर्तेथाः एष आदेशः एष उपदेशः एषा वेदोपनिषत् एतदनुशासनम् एवमुपासितव्यम् एवमुचैतदुपास्यम् ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. More and more we have to become introverted if we really want to grow spiritually. That introvertedness is done first by reducing the extrovertedness by giving a stipulated routine activity to our faculties. After our faculties are given a routine duty, to that extent, the mind's running into the extroverted is reduced. Thereafter, the trained mind, because of the routine, has to be made introverted. In the introvertedness, the 3-4 things that have to be observed are how much I am calm and quiet, not sleepy, alert, but calm and quiet. Second, how much of the Upanishadic theme is understood by me. This is what in the introvertedness we have to. Then, is that understanding pakka, correct, authentic, doubtless? And what is to be understood is, I have to realize the self whose nature is Satchit Ananda. Then everything else to which I am giving value, importance are nothing but in the ignorance of the self, the Rupa Nama Adi, which are superimposed on the self. They are not real, they are superimposed. This is the mean to knowledge, just if there is a plural in knowledge, which is the essence of all the Upanishads. Am I remembering it? Third, how long, how continuously, how many times per day I am able to deeply think about these two things, focus myself on that, even entering into the mood of meditation. This is called as the sadhanas to be done when we become introverted. Then, in that only we are continuously there till all the chambers, all the gateways, all the layers, we keep on crossing one by one and reach to the final innermost self. So, to this level, we have to reach if we are true students of the bulky book of Bhagavatam with 18,000 verses, Ramayana with 24,000 verses, and our this Upanishad, which with every word we are trying to understand, which we are studying to trying to understand every word, every mantra. And further, what 4 things work are: one, our own study of the books. Second is Our always being with the Guru and the life he lives inspires us. Third, within ourselves also consciously, these thoughts have to be entertained. More important, all these three is that Paramatma only in your own Ishtadaiva Rupa, intensely praying that give me the inner vision, give me the inner light, give me the inner self realization. May I see that self which is all permeating, which is infinite, which is one without second. So the prayers extended, books studied, heard in the satsang from the Guru, independently we go on thinking. These are the four things by which our attention from the worldliness is fully made spiritual. And for a long period of time, when this is done, the clear understandings, the convictions, then the attempts on the seat of meditation, even the glimpses of the experience of the self come. Then one, when is more serious, he gets established in that only, never to value any of the outer world, how much ever it is acting, dancing. And we may be in this world in doing one or two sevas are ordained by the Lord, some activities. We can't see them as duties because Jnani has no duty. Like this is what we concluded yesterday in our Bhagavata Purana. The example of the Akasha is given. Then what is it later on? Tishtantam asinam utabrajantam shayanam. Sitting, standing, walking, sleeping, even is eating food and all, he is not seeing a self other than him doing all of them. The self itself is not doing. Then all of them are happening. That is the power of Maya. In the presence of Paramatma or the self, they appear to happen. That much detached and self established is that Jnani. Even sometimes, if his senses become active, perceive the world, immediately through the Vyatireka sadhana, he understands that they are not Satya, they are Mithya. So that the effect of that doesn't fall on him. This is how spiritual sadhana, slowly, steady, we have to enter into. And these are all what we are studying every day. Only thing is repeatedly study, repeatedly shravanam, repeatedly mananam, same thing till we get convinced, till we get inspired, till we do take the initiative, till we involve sincerely, till we get the result, till we establish in that aham brahmasmi anubhuti. Anything other than that is lesser than that. Anything other than that is again delusion. How much more wonderful, glorious it may look like. Other than Atma, Brahma, nothing is Satyam. Brahma Satyam, Jagat Mithya iti, Evam Rupo Vinishchayaha, Soyam Nitya Nitya Vastu Vivekaha Pariganyate. The first class, first day session was that. Parabrahma alone in Satyam, everything other than is Nitya, therefore we need not go for it. So in that first day, if that class is not clearly understood, after many years of studying Vedanta, still we are at the 0 point because still we have not got Vairagya, therefore we are still in the world only, taking it as real. Hmm. Right, friends? Now, these are the things when we prepare. Now, in the 11th Anuvakam, we are being told about we call it as Sadachara, we call it as the Dharma Jignasa, first to know and thoroughly practice. When we are in the world, with ourselves, away from the discipline and protection of the Guru, when we come out of the Gurukula after studying the Shastra. And these activities are the only ones which protect us from ourselves, us from the world, protects the world from us. These are the ones which ensure all the spiritual evolutions and sadhanas in which the prarabdha clearance is there, the runamukti is there, then the new things are not involved, no slavery to the upadhis, slaveries are mastered, All of that leading to the Shuddhi of Antakarana. That Shuddha Antakarana will be able to help us in deeply contemplating, meditating, knowing the self. Keeping so many benefits in the mind, Guru took it as a responsibility to give to disciple before he leaves these convocatory words of Dharma. And he spoke them as Anushasti. Guru spoke there as Anushasana. When they are Anushasana, at every cost and price they have to be done. They alone have to be done, not contrary. Because it is Anushasana, if it is not done, Atikrama is done, there is a dosha. So, these introductory Bhashyam of Bhagavan Shankara, that why the Guru has given these values, what is the meaning of those values, why and how they have to be taken as kartavya and to be done, because this is an Anushasana. If it is not followed, how the dosha incurs to us. These are the most important things when we are convinced. Then each of the sadhana, without doubt, we do wherever we are. The sadhanas are Satyam Vada Dharmam Chara Ityadi. If what Bhagavan said as introductory bhashyam, if you are not thorough, then the Satyavachanam Dharmacharanam is not a compulsion in us, is not a commitment in us, is not an inspiration in us, is not backed by the thorough understanding. Therefore, जब मनमौजी हुआ तो करेंगे, नहीं हुआ तो उसको छोड़ेंगे. Anybody living a life of values, living the life of service, living a life of sadhana, मनमौजी के अनुसार करता है, he is not sadhaka. He should do it as a commitment, as an anushtanam, as a vrata. And what gives us anushtana vrata buddhi is the strong conviction. Shankar Bhagavan in his introductory bhashyam, by all his explanation, tried to give that conviction that there is no way other than living life of Satyavachanam Dharmacharanam. That's conviction means there is no other way. Like how I protect myself by keeping myself always in touch with the Brahma Tattva. Only one way, there is no other way. That is every day studying the Upanishad with the Adi Shankara Bhashyam. I came to this understanding that there is no way other than this. When there is no way, then that alone becomes the way. When there is no other way. In the same way, the conviction should be there is no other alternative. Life में alternative ढूंढना सबसे बड़ा problem है. How can you have alternative of Guru? You just have to sold out to Guru. How can you have alternative of the Shastra? You understand? Stick and grow. So here also the sadhanas का कोई option alternative नहीं छोड़ सकना है. इतना conviction we have to gain. That is the only thing which can help us. Clear? So these are all the introductions we have seen, and also we have seen the 3 or 4 the Anusthana Kartavyata Upadeshas which are given by Guru to all of us. Don't imagine कि कोई शिष्य गुरुकुल से जा रहा है, to him the Guru said और हमको उससे कोई संबंध नहीं है. We are also in Gurukula online. When the class is over, you are offline. At that time, these are the only ones which protect you and me. So they are applicable to us. Story wise, it is said कि Guru ने शिष्य को सुनाया. Then you have to say that you are only the disciple. I am only the disciple. Don't say that स्वामी जी मैं गुरु बनना चाहता हूँ. थोड़ा आप मेरे डिसाइपल बन के ये सत्यवचन धर्माचरण आप कर लो. करूंगा बट उससे फायदा मेरे को ही होगा, आपको नहीं हो सकता. इट्स नॉट ट्रांसफरेबल. चेक होता है ना, क्रॉस पेइंग कर देते हैं, तो इट कांट बी गिवन टू अदर्स. दीज आर आल्सो लाइक दैट ओनली. ओके, नाउ बी केयरफुल अबाउट. I have we clearly understood about what is the meaning of Satyam Vada. We have discussed it 2 days. Are we clear about the definition of Satyam? Then have we started doing that practice? That is $1 million thing. तो यथा प्रमाणम अवगतम वक्तव्यम सत्यम. In fact, throughout the day, we should be contemplating on this till the knowledge becomes doubtless. Then we can start doing the real practice of it. Yatha pramanam avagatam vaktavyam satyam. That vada you speak. So every word is important. Vaktavyam chet vada. If it is to be spoken, you must. If vaktavyam nacheta, if it is causing only dukkha or problem to anyone, in the speech of that satya vachana, then we need not talk. That is a rule. जरूरी नहीं कि सत्य जरूर बोलना है. सत्य सत्य होता है. फायदा है तो बोलना है, नहीं तो नहीं. कभी कभी नुकसान हो सकता है. एट द हायर लेवल, हायर फायदा का नुकसान होगा. इसलिए उस समय झूठ नहीं बोलना. इट नॉट सेड झूठ नहीं बोलना. ये झूठ बोला ऐसा नहीं कह रहे, बट सत्य वक्तव्य में तो like that person is known to you and so many negative qualities are in them, and if you tell him it will be good, but he is not ready to receive them. It is satya, but you can't talk. That is the meaning of vaktavyam. Hai to kaho, nahi to nahi. Yan yatha pramana avagatam. We have seen already. If it is an advice, the pramana should be of the shastra and then our own anubhuti. And if it is any of the questions asked by anybody, inquiries are done, what is the satyam there? Yatha pramanam avatameva, we have to speak. So, shastroktam, sviya anubhavam, then pramana janita vishayam, pramana janita jnanameva vaktavyam. Avagati means jnanam. So, yatha pramana avagatam. Pramanam avagatam means the understanding which I have based on the right pramana, that only I have to give. Satyam vada, always. Along with other truths wherever they are required to avoid the complication of the issues. In general, also be truthful, that's it. Okay, in that honesty, every one of those good qualities come. They unload the heart. They don't burden the heart. Then we will not have the regrets or the guilts. Then we are not giving chance to anyone to blame us, to find fault with us. When we do the asatya vadanam, people don't love us, like us, trust us. Then whole व्यवहार भी बिगड़ जाएगा, मन भी बिगड़ जाएगा. आध्यात्मिकता के दृष्टि से भी वो गलत बात है. असत्य वचनम, therefore सत्यम वद हो गया. So to the dharmam chara, dharma acharanam. Vadanam is speech of the mouth, charanam is activities. Otherwise, dharma chara. What was given by Bhagavan here, dharmam chara is dharma iti anushtheyanam samanya vachanam satyadi vishesha nirdeshatu. So satya, swadhyaya, they are all the vishesha work. Particular time में होते हैं. But dharma is samanya vachanam. The power in this sentence is what? Samanya rupena, in general, our life should exactly be on the pillars of the dharma. Dharma is, in those days, even now also, the varnashrama anuguna dharma, and also depending on various occasions. Like there are varnashrama dharma, there is these varnashrama dharma can be little bit compromised when we are in the travel. When we are with the Guru, we should not do what we want to do. Whatever Guru says, that only we have to do. And there are sometimes called as the apad dharma. So apad dharma are there. Apad dharma is at the time of emergency. Life saving चीजें होते हैं, तो उस समय का धर्म अलग होता है. तो आपद धर्म, वर्णाश्रम धर्म, then traveling time dharma, Because you are on move, things may not be there, you can't do the dharma. Is it not? And finally, when you are with the Guru and Mahatma, there's no dharma which we have to do. Then whatever they tell, that only we have to do, that is dharma. We have seen it now, when we are all with ourselves, 100% we have to follow our all dharma, anushtana, what we have to do, what we have decided. Okay, when we are with in the travel, we have to do it 75%, 25 can be compromised. When you go to the Pardesh, etc., only the 50% we can do because the things may not be available there, what we need them. Then in a emergency occasions, etc., 25% ही हम कर सकते हैं, करना है. In the Guru's presence, whatever they say, alone is dharma. This is what is the meaning of Adi. So, the Satya, Swadhyaya are the Vishesha Dharmas. Dharma, Vishesha Dharmas, and Dharma is called the Samanya Vishyam. It is to be done at every place. Okay. सत्यादि विशेष निर्ध है और धर्म जो है अनुष्ठेय करने वालों में सामान्य वचनम है. सो धर्म इति अनुष्ठेयानाम सामान्य वचनम. So, dharma is that thing which is like any other of the sadhanas told, they are anushtheya and it is samanya. It means it is all the time you have to be aware of dharma. Satyamada, Dharmam, Chara, Swadhyaya, Anma, Pramada, every one of them are anushtanas. They are all specific anushtanas. Dharma is general. General means always be dharmic. This always be dharmic is the very subtle hint given is what? When we are with people or when we are under the cameras, under the CCTV, we act to be dharmic. Or we may even be dharmic truly, but the real dharmikata is tested when we are all alone with ourselves. You understand? That sensitive point is the meaning of samanya vachana. Dharma anushtana is a samanya vachana. Means what? Whether somebody is watching you or not, rewarding you or not, awarding you or not, you have to follow dharma. It's a very deep thought it is. It is not as simple as it is we are trying to analyze it. The conviction about the dharma and to be practicing it at every cost. Like what? Ki under some compulsion, under some profit, under some fear, we do dharma. So that means what? When that compulsion is not there, profit is not there, fear is not there, then we don't do dharma. That is not the dharma. Dharma means what? ये धर्म है, करना है, इसलिए कर रहा हूं और कोई दूसरा कारण नहीं है इसको नहीं करने का, दूसरा कारण की जरूरत नहीं है इसको करने का. That conviction is called dharma. Very subtle it is, not easily catchable. That is why specifically anushtiyanam, it is samanya vachanam. That means anywhere you are throughout life, whether you are with yourself or with anybody, you have to be dharma. Generally क्या होता है ना? When we are all alone also, some other dharmas what? When we are alone we do it, but when you are with the friends we don't. We compromise. Like some habits, like I don't drink when I am with myself because I am very strict in my discipline. But when I am with friends, then they tempt me, they prompt me, they make me and come put me under obligation. How they go then we compromise. Is it not? That is the meaning of here samanyata. Some dharmas we compromise when we are all alone. Some dharmas we compromise when the people are there. Whether you are alone or with the people or you are in office or somebody is noticing, not noticing, ये सब कुछ नहीं, ये धर्म है इसलिए करना है. जिसको करना होता है ना उसी को धर्म कहते हैं. That which is to be done is called duty. What is there next to think about it? That's the meaning of samanyatva of this word. Therefore, dharmam chara. And what is dharma we said? Varna ashrama dharma. Clear? In the Vedantic manner, the Vyavaharika dharma, the Pratibhasika dharma, the Paramarthika dharma. In the Vyavaharika dharma, all the Varnashram dharma, the body, mind, intellect, maintenance dharma, taking care of family dharma, society dharma, ये सारे व्यावहारिक हो जाते हैं धर्म. In the Paratibhasika dharma, as a jiva, life by life, we have to evolve what is to be done further. That's called dharma. That's what yesterday in Bhagavata we saw. कि प्राक्तन अभ्यास बलेन योगेन युञ्जते न तु कर्म तंत्रम. So I'm conscious that I have to be better than this life in my next life spiritually. For that, what I have to do now is called as the Pratibhasika Dharma. Then the Paramarthika Dharma is what? I am Brahma, that's it. Trying to again and again go into that understanding, that thinking, that contemplation, that mood that I am the self. I am the infinite self. I am all the permeating self. In me, the self alone, everything is projected, including these upadhis. Is it not? This is called Paramarthika Dharma. I am explaining all dharmas. Here, what is Swadharma is generally the Varnashrama Dharma. Because the disciple is sent out of the Gurukula, so he generally will be told about that one. All other also, when required, we have to remember. So, other things are for information's sake and to use when they are required. But Varnashrama Dharma is the main point, he says. Dharmam Chara. So, it includes what? When you are with parents, the Putra Dharma. When you are in the office, the officer, yeah, subordinate, yeah, employee Dharma, all that. Dharma Chara. Now, this has to be discussed a lot because that is the whole world stands on Dharma. Little compromise with dharma, the whole edifice, dharma is like strongest of the pillars, with on which only the building stands. धर्म नहीं है तो पिलर गिर जाएगा. Not only pillar, but every eat in every of the wall is dharma. Because any wall, eat you remove, whole wall collapses. That's why the entire Shastra called Bhagavad Gita, whole thing is given about Mama Dharma. Entire Avatara Bhagavan Rama is only to show practically what is Dharma. All avatars come only to establish Dharma. Dharma alone protects from Artha Kama, Dharma alone qualifies us for the Moksha. If Dharma is not done, Moksha we can never get to. Artha Kama we become slave and they persecute later on, that also is last. That means what? Dharma Sahita Vyakti is the beneficiary of Chaturchar Purusharth. The one who is without Dharma practice, Dharma Rahita, is Vanchita with all four Purusharthas. He will be denied of all the four. That is what we have to be keen, deeply understood about Dharma. एक इतना सा भी धर्म नहीं छोड़ना, एक इतना सा भी अधर्म नहीं करना. This is the highest. See, yesterday, dharmena papam apanudati, dharme sarvam pratishthitam, dharma nati duskaram, tasma dharmam paramam vadanti. You know, in that Jnana Sadhana, yesterday in Mahanarayana Upanishad, towards the end we chanted that. So, what somebody said, what somebody lived, what said in scriptures, all of that should become only the support for us to convince within ourselves that I have to follow Dharma in my own interest, my own evolution, my own profit, my own protection, my own safety. Everywhere, the traffic dharmas, we have to follow in your own interest. ठीक है? More than that, not required because you understand that what dharyate iti dharmaha, dhriyate iti dharmaha, dharana dharmaha, धर्मम चरा अधर्मम न चरा हो गया. दिस इज व्हाट इज सेकंड थिंग इज धर्मम चरा अनुष्ठेयानाम सामान्य वचनम सत्यादि विशेष निर्देशात्. थर्ड वन स्वाध्यायात मा प्रमदः. सो स्वाध्यायात अध्ययनात मा प्रमादः प्रमादम मा कार्षीः. You are attending to the classes, studying the book at home, contemplation on that, and seeing whether that knowledge I am implementing in me or not. These four are the meanings and definitions of Swadhyaya. About that, na pramadam kartavyaha. So, pramadam ma karshihi ma pramadaha. Never ever be inadvertent in the practice of these four types of Swadhyaya, even one day. Here, the other three Swadhyayas of coming to the class, of reading at home, of writing your notes, they can be time bound. बस 1.5 घंटा क्लास उसके बाद नहीं रहेगा, आधा घंटा पढ़ोगे उसके बाद नहीं रहेगा. Then you may write notes for 10-15 minutes. These three meanings of the Swadhyaya are time bound, therefore there is less problem with it, you can do. But the fourth meaning is there for the word Swadhyaya, where what I studied, am I applying it to me or not? It is around the clock wala Swadhyaya. In fact, that is what is a purpose for which the other three are done. And that awareness to know whether I am practicing what I am learning or not is the one which transforms us, is the one which evolves us. Else, the knowledge remains in the book only, and we continue living the same life without any change. Evolution means change. So that Swadhyaya of all the time trying to tune myself to the knowledge gained is to be without pramada done. And for that many reasons are there. One reason is what? You may do the sin and you may do something contrary to your sadhana, etc. All of them are okay meanings. But main meaning is what? We are delaying our evolution. The urgency, first of all, we should have of knowing the self. If the knowing the self urgency is there, how can we have even a moment of pramada, of स्वाध्याय of the fourth type? डिले हो जाएगा वो. आपने जो पढ़ा समझा उसी को अगर हम लाइफ में नहीं ला रहे हैं तो हमारा वो पोस्टपोन होता रहेगा. And this postponement in spiritual evolution is such one. Like if I don't come to class today, tomorrow I may come, but between today and tomorrow, how many things I do and disturb my mind? That danger is there if we postpone. Every postponing of sadhana gets added with so much of the dust and dirt, which will be a burden. Again, to remove that, we have to put all the extra efforts. So, in this way, very intricately, we have to understand and come to the conviction, the consensus that therefore, that is why Guru said it as Anushtana, that is why in the beginning it is said as Kartavya, that is why we are frightened that if that is not done, there is dosha syatu. क्यों कहा होगा ऐसा थोड़ा समझना. And we are बच्चा लोग, so we don't understand the deeper things. Clear? And then when we understand, we agree with them. Like when the doctor says of some anushtana, eat this, don't eat that to get cured. We are bacha log. We don't know how those eating to be eaten things, not to be eaten things, affect the medication, affect the recouping, affect the body. Positively or negative. You ask him, he will explain, then you can do. But he knows it. Therefore, the Guru and Shastra know. That is why they made it as Anushtana. They made it as Kartavya. They made it as if you don't do, there will be dosha. So we also, when we ponder, we will also understand that यार ये रियली करना है मुझे मेरे ही फायदा के लिए. So this is the meaning of dharma anusthana or swadhyaya. Every day has to be done. No pramada with regard to swadhyaya. How much ever busy you are kept in the world on any given day or a given week or the month, somehow or the other, you have to find your convenience and time not to miss the classes. That is your genius. When everything is convenient, coming to the class is good but not great. Even when we are kept so busy in so many things and all, still able to manage and come. That shows your Shraddha for Shastra. After all, by coming to class and all, you are not doing my Meherbani, nor of the Shastra, nor of the Guru. You are doing your own. One thing is coming to class and understanding subject. Second is what? The other aspect of managing of the mind, the ego, the intellect, which are so fickle that they find any of the reason to miss. क्लास में आऊंगा तो ऐसा बैठकर समझूंगा लेकिन आता ही नहीं. That is the problem. You understood? If I come to class, I listen, but I don't come first of all. Why? The mana buddhi ahankara, they are making us a dance. And then able to answer them at various levels, knowing that in every class the Rishi Parampara, Guru Parampara are blessing us, training us, tuning us, repairing us, empowering us. Therefore, not even one class I will miss. This conviction is called as not doing pramada. These truths, when we are not aware, we are not sufficient sensitive enough. When we are not sensitive, then the pramada happens. Pramada is irregularity, insincerity. In swadhyaya. Swaswadhyayanma pramadaha swadhyayat pramadam ma karshihi. Okay. Swadhyayat means adhyanat pramadaha pramadam ma karshihi. जल्दी जल्दी हमको बात समझ के ध्यान करके परमात्मा को पाके मुक्त होना है. व्हाट वी जनरली डू कि ये रहेगा कोई जल्दी नहीं है. एज इफ ऑल अदर थिंग्स आर सो इम्पोर्टेंट, हम उसमें इन्वॉल्व होते. दिस इज कॉल्ड द चाइल्डिशनेस, इमेच्योरिटी. यू कैन ऐड द वर्ड्स ऑफ delusion, confusion. It should be other way around, like in Nachiketa's case. पहले भगवान का अनुभव, बाद में बाकी बात देखेंगे. व्हाट वी डू, लास्ट में भगवान का अनुभव, पहले इसमें बिजी हो जाए इन द वर्ल्डलीनेस. नो 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 नो, आई मस्ट नो द सेल्फ. सबसे पहले मुझे वो गोल है. Such person, first thing he does in the morning is meditation and study. Then only he will involve in other. At a later stage, no other thing, even खाना पीना सब छोड़ दिया. क्या कर रहे हो? सिर्फ in the pursuit of the self on the seat of meditation. How many days? 3 दिन. 3 दिन का थोड़ा भूख लगा तो आया, थोड़ा खाए, again that. Because unless this type of attempts are repeatedly made, the impurities of the antakarana will not go, Shuddha Sattva will not come, the sublime self cannot be first intellectually grasped and convinced about. Later on the seat of Dhyanam, we cannot experience it. Therefore, in our own good, for all these wonderful reasons, let us not do pramada of our swadhyaya. And this is an anusthana, it is a kartavya. If that is compromised with, it is a dosha. What is a dosha? Same thing, no? The Guru Tattva, the Guru Parampara, the Rishi Parampara, Shruti Mata नाराज हो जाएंगे कि तुम रेगुलर नहीं आ रहे हो, इनसिंसियर हो रहे हो आजकल. Then see, the Lord or world or nature, they reciprocate as we behave. Is it not? Why? Because they don't have their own ego to gain anything or lose anything. They're so purer than the purest. Guru also. Like, if you do namaskar to Guru, you will say blessing. If you don't do, he will not become angry. He will not bless. That's it. If you ask a doubt question, he will answer. If you don't ask, he will not answer. As much he will not answer when you don't ask, so much he will answer when you ask. That's the egolessness. So too, when we are irregular and insincere, it is a sign to say that you don't want blessings. Then they say, ठीक है तुमको नहीं चाहिए तो मैं क्या करूं? That is the biggest dosha. Do you want that? Should we feel to be more and more taken into the fold by the Guru Parampara and Shruti Mata and Paramatma, or you want them to throw us away? What makes them hold us very close to their heart to bless us is our not doing pramada, mainly in our swadhyaya. And the same thing, when you do pramada, then it is a sign of insincerity. Then they say, "ठीक है भाई, you don't want to come and learn and grow, so we will not involve in your life. Go on." That will be the luksana with this pramada. That's a dosha. If you are okay for it, okay. Then come जब चाहते आओ नहीं आए तो नहीं आओ पढ़ो तो पढ़ो सुनो तो सुनो. Just imagine that class in which Tattva is given. To that class, we can't be regular. Then how can we be regular in the world with so much freedom, with so many people around, with such our own uncontrolled, indisciplined, immature mind that we can do sadhana regularly? Being regular to the class is a beginning of being regular and sincere in sadhana. Being irregular in class is absolute proof that you are not doing sadhana. That's it. Or another option is what? If you're not coming to class to listen, you are taking class somewhere. Either of these two must be there, but class must be there. Either a speaker or listener of the Shastra of the truth. That is what earlier Anuvaka number 9. Rutam cha swadhyaya pravachane, satyam cha swadhyaya pravachane cha, tapascha swadhyaya, damascha swadhyaya pravachana. स्वाध्याय इधर सुनो, प्रवचन मीन्स आर बोलो. अर्थ क्या हुआ? इधर सुनो या बोलो, बट बिना सुने बिना बोले ना रहे on Shastra, in which the theme is Brahma. Therefore, Swamiji, in what condition you allow us not to come to class? Other than you told already, one you will die and all. The main is you take a class, then okay. And even more closely, if you are to my heart, I say, do the class other time, but in this class time पे मत करो, इसमें आ जाओ. ये करते हुए उधर, like Gurudev. He used to go to Tapovan Maharaj and listen. Same time he started Samstha, he started giving satsang. He started Samstha in 51. Okay, 48 he went to Maharaj. 57 the Maharaj, Tapovan Maharaj left. Every year Gurudev used to go learn and do his pravachan. He was doing both. Swadhyaya under his Guru, pravachanam. He did not leave this for that for this. Till 57 Maharaj was there. He was going on listening. 57 or whatever. हो गया स्वाध्यायान्मा प्रमदः is sufficient data given for your own self contemplation and to come to your own conviction, not because you are obliging or anyone. It is for you and it is for me. I do my everyday swadhyaya without pramada, not for anybody's obligation. It is swanta sukhaya tulasi raghunatha gatha. So to swanta sukhaya, so atma lavaya, we should not do the pramada of the swadhyaya. Pramada means inadvertence, in irregularity, insincerity, compromising, taking it lightly, devaluing it, forgetting the glory of our shastras and all. All that put together is pramada. Like in any pramada accident, anything can be reason. All of them also can be reason. टायर बस्ट हो सकता है, ब्रेक फेल हो सकता है, क्लच ब्रेक हो सकता है, स्टीयरिंग हाथ में आ गया होगा, नजर हटी, सावधानी हटी, दुर्घटना घटी. All of them are prabha. Every accident doesn't happen because of one reason, but any one of the reason enough for accident. So all these things are called pramada. You may lose interest in your own guru. Moods, prarabdhas. Sometimes you come to class only because your respect for the guru. Kuch dimag lagate hi nahi. Later on, you don't come because you lost respect to guru. That is another reason. कुछ भी हो, we have to be careful not to allow any one of them. दैट इज वाई द मीनिंग ऑफ दीज चीजों को कर्तव्यता बुद्धि से स्वीकार करना. जिसने कर्तव्य रूप से लिया वो प्रमाद नहीं करेगा. जो नहीं लिया, नहीं लेना ही पहला प्रमाद है. लाइक फॉलो ट्रैफिक रूल्स, टेक एज कर्तव्य बुद्धि, then you won't do any accident. Not taking as kartavya buddhi is the first accident, leading to the subsequent accidents. So, this we have seen exhaustively. Now, we will not repeat on that. Be careful about it throughout life. No day without listening satsang, no day without studying book, no day without making our notes, no day without observing how far I have implemented what I studied. Whether it is values, whether it is devotion, whether it is a yoga abhyasa, not Sharirika, Patanjali Yoga Abhyasa, whether it is Tattva Chintanam as we are studying in Bhagavatam nowadays. मैं कर रहा हूँ कि नहीं, ये वाले चारों स्वाध्याय कभी जिंदगी में प्रमाद उसका नहीं करना. And if at all some pramada happens, you have to compensate it. Compensate. Just like we do in उपवास दिन, कल उपवास है तो कल का आज खाएंगे, आज का भी खाएंगे. फिर कल उपवास, इसलिए परसों जब आता है परसों का भी खाएंगे, फिर कल का भी. हाउ इंटेलिजेंट वी आर. डू वी डू इट और नॉट? इन द सेम वे, if at all any pramada happens, you have to rectify it by accepting self punishment. Self punishment of this sort only, again, not anything else. एक क्लास में नहीं आया तो एंटायर भागवत का 700 classes you have to listen. That is the punishment I will give. खाना पीना सोना रोना धोना सब छोड़कर. Then only, see, where is the problem? Always we think the problem is with the people outside who are telling us. Like mainly the guru. Guru is a villain for a disciple. You can't avoid it. But the problem is in our own mind and intellect, that it is immature, therefore it is behaving childish. And what is the childish behavior? Compromising with the most essentials, the kartavyas. One of them is the most important one, the swadhyaya. Problem is nowhere outside, it is in your own mind. You call it as arrogance, you can call it as non-planning, you can call it as laziness, you can call it as weakness. And all these diseases will come. Do one thing, you leave your guru, all these diseases will come. Hold on to your guru, you will see to it that all of them are treated. And you know in your own life, whenever you held the guru, you are freed from all these diseases. Whenever you left him, they attacked. That is what is the meaning of guru. What Bhagavan cannot do, guru does. He is meant for that. भगवान को बोला धर्म स्थापना, दुष्ट शिक्षण, शिष्ट रक्षण. He comes with 100 projects. Guru has no project. Any disciple surrenders, uplifting him by all means. There is no other means. Therefore, Guru Sharanagati can help us not to go through this pramada of this Svadhyaya. And the Sharanagati to Guru is in your own heart. Whether you feel that he feels bad if I don't go, or you see that inside your own heart, no, I have to do what he says. Kartavya buddhi kaho, dar kaho, bhakti se ya bhai se. In either of case, with the devotion to Guru, we can avoid the pramada of the Svadhyaya. And in all our lives together, you and me, how much our time we are together, only one humble request I can make you, not the other one. Don't leave your swadhyaya. You can leave me, go, ja, ja, ja. But swadhyaya mat chod. But if you leave me or class and go, there is no guarantee of swadhyaya. That you must know. I can't tell. गुरु कहते कि आज जहां भी जा स्वाध्याय कर, वही तो कह रहे हैं ना. He is leaving the disciples, then he is telling do swadhyaya, don't do pramal. You can leave me, but not swadhyaya. That is the meaning. But with leaving me, if you can maintain swadhyaya, you do. If not, again come back. Swadhyaya is continuous alertness of whether we are applying what we have learned on ourselves or not. कुछ दिन डर लगता है, कुछ दिन असंभव लगता है, कुछ दिन एम्बेरेसिंग लगता है, बट एक बार आदत होने से ना, we'll exactly tune to what Shastra says. Shastra is aiming only for our own improvement, we can improve. That's the meaning. Swadhyayanma pramadaha explained, not even one day without our class. At least 6 classes minimum. Not, I don't know more than that, but 6 to sunna hi chahiye. Swadhyayanma pramadaha. Okay. Now next one what? Acharyaya means acharyartham priyam ishtam dhanam ahrutya aniya datva vidya nishkrayartham. Very important. Acharyaya priyam dhanam ahrutya. This is the main mantra. Okay. Acharyaya means the one who taught us. The one who teaches us the lesson is called Acharya. The one who gives us Diksha is called as Guru. Okay, na? Both of them can be one. Guru alone can, while giving Diksha, can teach the Patham also. Acharya only after teaching, if the Guru's disciples ask, he can give Diksha, then he becomes Guru. Acharya gives the Upadesha, Guru gives the Diksha or the mantra Diksha, Sadhana Diksha. Intellectual knowledge the Acharya gives. Guru gives the Diksha to do. That's why Guru's position is little higher than that of Acharya. So here Acharya is mentioned because you may not have accepted him as Guru. पाठ सुनने को आ गए, so he has become Acharya. But दीक्षा ले रहे क्या उनसे, गुरु बनेंगे तब. Because गुरु के रूप में एक बार लिया उनको, दीक्षा ले ली, तो then you can't compromise now. That is why intelligent people never take दीक्षा from Guru. What is the intelligence there कि करना पड़ता है. That type of intelligence. अब लेकर भी नहीं करने वाले, then they are मजाक कर रहे हैं जिंदगी. गुरु से दीक्षा लेकर भी नहीं करना, they are खिलवाड़ कर रहे. This is the difference between Acharya and Guru. So Acharyaya, for the Acharya, Acharyartham, Acharya मतलब आचार्य के लिए. That is explained. Priyam. Priyam means what? Ishtam. Ishtam is what he wants, what he likes, what he desires, what he says. He may say it for his own personal benefit. He may say it is for the maintenance of the ashram. In all the reasons, the point is you should give what he wants, not what you want. Even in general donation also, when we want to give to the ashrams, हम क्या है ना, बेवकूफ इतने होते हैं ना. एक तो हम जो चाहते हैं देना चाहते हैं, सेकंड क्या है, हम उसको रिसीट मांगते हैं. These two are never called as dhanam. When you give what you want to give, and when you expect a certificate for tax exemption, it is never dhanam. Because you're already reaping benefit out of it. You're only converting black money into white money by getting receipt and all. The attitude itself is wrong. From the highest standards. Highest standard, because we are at the Upanishad level, तो Upanishad level का ही हमें पढ़ना है. Any amount of which you seek a receipt is not a charity. Today, that is most prevalent. Not only that, we cannot have a right also to tell them what to do after you gave the donation. Like you give something to me and tell स्वामी जी आपको उसको वहाँ यूज़ करना है। एक तो मैं क्यों यूज़ करूँ? मेरा हो तो मैं करूँगा ना वो। नहीं, नहीं मैंने आपको दे दिया। अब दे दिया तो चुप, यू हैव नो राइट टू टेल। Is it not? If you give something to me, how can you question or say again what to do for? That is wrong again. दे दिया तो खत्म, पीछे मुड़कर नहीं देखना. That way it's not given. Like you gave me a car and you tell me यहाँ जाना उधर मत जाना. I mean you're not given anything required. These are all the intricate things we must know in dana mein. Dana is first our own earning. It should be first our mehnat ka. That also honestly earned. Second point. Third one is what? Not asking for receipt. Fourth is not insisting कि only for this purpose it has to be used. Fifth is बीच में जाकर नहीं देखना कि क्या कर रहे हैं मैंने जो दिया. These are all बचपन. That all shows you have so arrogance, so much doubt and all. ओके आचार्याय आचार्यार्थम प्रियम इष्टम हो गया. You have to ask him what he wants that. And you won't ask something which you can't give. And he asks which is required for the ashrama and all. And I told yesterday, and that's why I'm not repeating that point. During the study period, there was no money collected. And all are same, Raja ho ya Kshatriya Vaishya, kuch se bhi kuch lete nahi. But after the education over, when they are sent from the first salary onwards only, they have to give to the Guru. It is not Guru saying, Arey mere ko de de. Shruti Mata is saying. Please see the difference. Be careful who is saying. नहीं तो गड़बड़ हो जाएगा. गुरु विल नॉट आस्क डिसाइपल. गुरु परमात्मा को कहते हैं तुम्हारा काम है करा दो. देन दैट शास्त्र टेल्स टू वन तो तुम फुकट में करे सब पढ़ाई किया है. अब अगले बच्चे आएंगे फिर उनके लिए भी होना है तो यू गिव नो. एंड टू गिव यू हैव टू अर्न दैट. यू शुड अर्न एंड गिव. If it is not so compulsory, it would have not been given in the Upanishad, that also in that portion where it's a kartavya. Okay, now one doubt may come to. ये तो गुरु ही तो पढ़ा रहे ना बच्चों को. So he is only saying Acharyaya. Arey, Guru is telling in convocation, there's so many other Acharyas who taught different subjects. For them, he is saying. And it's a role. The purpose, when it is given in the next line, you will understand it clearly. That will come to that. What is that? First, Acharyaya, Acharyartham. Second, Priyam means Ishtam. Third, Dhanam Ahritya. Dhanam, wealth. Dhanam is whatever he likes or he wants. Ahritya means Aniya, लियाकर. लियाकर क्या करना है? वहां पर थोड़ी ले जाना है. दत्वा, दे देना उनको. Now comes the point. Why this to be done? कि विद्या निष्क्रय अर्थम. For clearing the debts, though cannot be cleared, at least to some extent, for the knowledge taken from the Guru or Acharya. That's what we said yesterday. Again, I'm not repeating it. किसी से भी कभी भी कोई भी favor freely नहीं लेना. And we like sannyasis, we have to know money. So whatever you give, what we do in our mind, we pray for you. You know, all this upadesha. These are the only things we can do. We are not lakpati, karodpati like you. But we don't take anything free. I know some other people, that's why those who stop coming to class. I just don't want them to any help to me. I don't want. तो आ नहीं रहो क्लास का फायदा नहीं उठा रहे हो. क्या मेहरबानी हो रही है मेरे को. My dakshina is you are coming to class regular. That's it. I have no other dakshina I want. And help in the spreading of this knowledge to more and more. Vidya nishkriyartham, whatever vidya you gained out of, for that totally so you cannot repay, but you have to pay. And other reasons already said that the ashram has to continuously go on doing this free Brahma Vidya to the disciples, everyone who come there. In this way, all those who studied in the ashramas go back when they become grahastha and money or money, when they can sponsor, support. In India, in every nook and corner, there will be Gurukulas. Then we should have modern times है. तो साइंस टेक्नोलॉजी के साथ में स्पिरिचुअलिटी भी जो पढ़ाते उनको आप प्रमोट करो. Or go to any of the schools and say, I'll give you money, but you also include these subjects of spirituality, then I will support. Only absolutely commercial schools, all these things, we need not give. We have to be very choosy. जहाँ ट्रेडिशन सब पढ़ाया जाता है, they need resources, you can. Even if they are greedy, give them because at least they are sustaining the Sanatana Dharma. बाकी दूसरे भी greedy है, but they are not doing Sanatana Dharma work. दोनों greedy. है ना, लाइक दोनों गवर्नमेंट्स ने पैसे खाया पब्लिक का, बट एक ने सेवा भी किया. दिस फेलो इज बेटर देन द अदर फेलो. व्हाट टू डू, यू हैव टू कॉम्प्रोमाइज इन कलियुग. दोनों पैसे खाए, बट एक ने काम भी किया थोड़ा सा, दूसरा किया ही नहीं. फिर तो जिसने किया उसको आइडियली इज दैट कुछ खाना नहीं चाहिए. सो टू आइडियली इज व्हाट नो वेयर दैट शुड बी देयर. बट इवन इज दैट कि दे आर टीचिंग द ब्रह्म विद्या शास्त्र सनातन, उस स्कूल को हमें प्रमोट करना है. उसको अब कौन सा क्यों, जिसमें आप पढ़कर आए हो, यू नो इट, यू गिव दैट. दैट्स द मीनिंग ऑफ विद्या निष्क्रियार्थम. Now, these are one or two things only, though it's a good subject, can be elaborated. One or two are what? Ki, when I take Vidya from my Guru, and if I'm not freeing my heart from that load that he gave me, and I have not done for anything to him, always I'll be in that guilt, because of which that Vidya Upayoga I will not do. And it's a sensitive mind feeling. If somebody gives me just like that something which I don't deserve, I don't use it. I have to give something back, then I own it and I use it. वो मेरे को नहीं चला है. And every heart is like that. Is it not? One thing is from my side. I have not reciprocated for what I have received from Guru. That makes me not use the knowledge. Yeah, some things, it happened to me. Till I parted with that thing by giving it to someone, I was not peaceful because that was given by somebody, though I didn't want or I didn't deserve. The other day, कब था वो? हाँ, some sabji wala. He saw all my interest and all. He reduced from 10 रुपए for something to buy. बाबा, मैंने कहा यार तू दे सकते तो मैं भी दे सकता हूँ. दिल समझ लिया, तू ही रख 20 रुपए. I gave him back. Because I was not feeling comfortable there to take favor. He was kind to do it. So to encourage his kindness, I took. But I should not be greedy. So I returned back. Because I can afford. He also smiled. So both people practice the value. Money became secondary. Object became secondary. In the same way, from our side, if we don't do the Nishkriya of the Vidya, Vidya will not bless us, we may not use it too. From the other side also, okay, see, gurus can be Niswarthi, highest idealistically, one or two may expect, not for their personal thing, for the ashram. अरे यार ये इतना मेरे यहाँ पढ़कर गया, so much is earning, if he supports me, it would have been nice. If that thought the Guru has, then because of that also the knowledge gained by us will not be practical. The very sensitive and subtle things I am sharing. Although an ideal Guru never expects anything from disciple from his side. He will pray to God. God will prompt someone. Somebody will give him. The show will continue. But any of the guru can feel like that, no? हो सकता है ना. Every guru need not be perfect in this way of vyavahara. Adhyatma में भी may be perfect. They are two different tracks. He knows truth, he explains truth and all, बढ़िया है. But with regard to this, and it is duty also, जिसने लिया विद्या देना चाहिए. There nothing wrong in him explain. Then what happens? गुरु के मन में भी थोड़ा ऐसे से खलता है मानो, तब भी जाकर उनसे सीखा हुआ ज्ञान हमको फायदा नहीं होगा. एंड एन आइडियल गुरु, मैंने कहा कल लास्ट सेंटेंस था, आज भी वही लास्ट सेंटेंस है कि like I said from my side also, throughout my life, how many ever thousands of classes you listen from me, I am telling you in advance, blank check, you have no runa to me. क्योंकि मेरे हाथ में होता है कहने का. तो no runa, you are freed in advance. In fact, I am indebted to you because you are coming, listening and all. And don't ask me, I can't give anything, I can add one more class. स्वामी जी आपसे 6 क्लास हम सुन रहे हैं, है कि नहीं, इसलिए आपको कुछ दक्षिणा देना चाहिए. क्या दोगे? अब क्या दूं मैं, आप बताओ. और एक क्लास. That's the only Shishya Dakshina I can do. But that's never in tradition, Shishya Dakshina. That is stupid fellow. ज्ञान दे दिया और क्या चाहिए, है ना? But you are free. Our Gurudev also, he never claimed any dakshina from anyone that way. For the organization's work, then he found the people, he knows दिव्य दृष्टि, जिसका देने से उसको भी फायदा होगा, संस्था को होगा. Like that. In some places, he denied lakhs of rupees also because they were giving the wrong intentions. Some places, 10 रुपए भी दे दिया, thank you अम्मा, it takes. There were the days, 70s, 80s में 1-1 रुपए, 2-2 रुपए, अब भी ऐसे ही है. थोड़ा पंडित लोग डिमांड करने लगे, इसलिए वी आर गिविंग मोर. मौका मिला तो 1.25 रुपए चढ़ा के पंडित जी को छोड़ते. दे आल्सो बिकम स्मार्ट बिकॉज मजबूरी. बाय द वे, दे आर ऑल पंडित्स डिफरेंट फ्रॉम आचार्यस. दैट इज एन अकेशनल. ये तो जिंदगी भर के लिए. इज इट एवरीथिंग क्लियर नाउ? आचार्याय प्रियम धनम आहृत्य दत्वा विद्या निष्क्रियार्थम. देन वेयर टू गो सर? Next sentence is what? Prajatantum ma vyavachhetsi is the next value. Satyamada dharmam chara swadhyayanma pramada acharyaya priyam dharma hrutya. 4 ho gaye. 5th one is Prajatantum ma vyavachhetsi. Means what? Acharyena cha anugnataha. First to take permission from the acharya. Because he knows you. If you are Pakka Vairagi type, he will understand if you get married, that lady will suffer. Therefore, he will not allow you to get married. You yourself don't want to marry, then he studies you, your future, your nature. He says, no, 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 you must marry only. Is it not? Therefore, taking permission from the Acharya. Pakka. I want to get married, sir. What do you say? He says, go ahead or not. Or he himself may say, hey, no, padh liya na, no, you go through your regular routine of every human evolution of Hinduism. Now, after your brahmacharya, enter into grahastha and slowly, slowly see that you are matured. मैं जिंदा हूँ या ना हूँ, तो आप अपना साधना आगे बढ़ाओ. But you can enter. So, entry into grahastha should be with the permission of the acharya. Not because of any other compulsion. तू कौन होता है मेरे को बोला ना. He studies you and tells you whether right now you can marry or little more परिपक्वता is required. इस हिसाब से, because he has studied you, he knows what you need for your evolution. So vital. That's why he says आचार्येण च अनुज्ञातः. First point. Second, अनुरूपान दारान आहृत्य. Dharan is plural, is so many disciples are there for them. So the Anurupa girl select for marriage. And what is Anurupa? Tomorrow we'll discuss a little more this one. Every aspect has to be taken into account. The family background, present position, financial status, the beauty aspect, more than all of that, the inner qualities of how the husband will be valued by her and all. ऐसे अनुरूप को, अनुरूप also includes the age factor, the height weight factor, all of this called anurupa. बढ़िया. And सबसे important, according to your ज्योतिषीय कुंडली, not kundalini shakti. Because it shows no two people's ज्योतिषीय 100% mixes. हो ही नहीं सर, impossible. But above 50-60 then ज्योतिषी से ठीक है. 60 आया मतलब क्या है, ये 40 लड़ेंगे लेकिन 60 तो कट्टे रहेंगे. अब 40 है मानो तो 40 कट्टे रहेंगे, 60 लड़ेंगे. Then he says no, because there will be no more dukha than sukha when you come together. That's how they say भी मैच नहीं बनता. And he should tell to those parents, ये इनका स्वभाव है, इनका नेचर है, इनका अपोजिट है, इसलिए वो लोग 30-40% खुश रहेंगे, 60-70 रोएंगे, लड़ेंगे. एंड ऑलवेज यू शुड लुक फॉर हायर ऑप्शन. 100 तो नहीं होगा, 100% both of them love each other and help, it will not. And look for 60-70, नहीं तो नरक बनेगा ना वो. That is the meaning of looking into that kundali and all, selecting. Like these all processes follow करके get married after Acharya's permission. You don't get married, you're all हो गए. अब मैं तो बता रहा हूँ, ये जो गुरु बता रहे इधर. Again suddenly कल आपके यहाँ से invitation आ गया, स्वामी जी शादी कर रहा हूँ, आप तो इतना कहते हो हमको, मैं जो कहता हूँ कोई नहीं सुनते आप, हमको ये अच्छा लगा. Don't do that. Narayan. It is for the brahmacharis who conclude their study. When they are going out, Bhagavan Guru is saying, enter into that sacred Grahastha ashrama. Don't do all that. Then your wife will complain, Swami, मैं तो तुम भी कर लो, मैं क्या करूँ? It is not said for us. It is for those students. Then the most important is what? Prajatantum ma vyavachesihi. Prajasantatehe vichite na kartavya. Never ever break the lineage of the children and all that parampara. And on this Bhagavan Shankara focuses more. 2-3 things he will tell. One of them is what? Even in your kundali, marriage is not, children are not there, you must do putrakameshti yajna like Dasharatha, you must get child. See? Anutpadyamane api putre putrakamyadi karmana tad utpattau yatnaha kartavyaha iti avipraya. Very powerful it is. Tomorrow we'll study it. Okay? Then satyana pramitavyam dharmanna kushalanna bhutyai. Then matrudevo pitrudevo. Such a beautiful things will come. Tomorrow we'll see. Sarvam Bhagavat Charanarvindarvanamastu. Om 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 Om. Jai Shri Matre Namaha. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Avashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Shruti Mata Ki Jai. Let us study our